Otie radiman sentreni nisanyuma nituyecho o ma wo se uyonyamia otiase. The name is Diana Hamilton and you're watching E with Becks. Have a great time.
It's a beautiful Sunday. You are so welcome to Entertainment with Becky right here on Joy Prime on Multi TV. You know how we do it. We give you everything happening in the world of entertainment, all your favorite celebrities come on here, talk about the things that they are up to. And today I have one special one, an award-winning, for that matter. We'll be back with the person I'm talking about.
Osache for sorry, hey, sorry na keka wo ho, nema tamfo, yinara morite, eradie. It's surreal. That's the description I can give it. You know, when you get nominated, you hope to win. I had a statement I was making. I kept making that I'm protecting my heart. But then I was believing God to win. And then I won. And I'm like, did I really win? And so walking up the stage, I couldn't believe I was the one walking up the stage. It happened. I prayed to God. And then I watched God answer the prayers, and then I was shocked. Front seat, events unfolding, casa, mimi. In fact, don't do an cry or doubt.
All right, so the Monio Hitmaker, the Gospel Artist of the Year 2019. This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad. My name is Becky, Diana Hamilton. I like the way you mentioned the Diana Hamilton. How you feeling, baby?
I'm good. Are
you sure you're okay?
I'm good.
Are you tired?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm tired. But I'm excited when I'm talking to Becky.
Oh, I'm flattered.
I am.
But how is the feeling like generally? Is this? I know this is your first VGMA award. It's not like you haven't won any award before. You have won so many awards, but this is for Ghana. This is It just sits in.
It does.
2019. The Vodafone Ghana Music Gospel Artist of the Year and the Gospel Song of the Year.
I know.
How is the feeling like? I just want to know.
It's surreal. That's the description I can give it. You know, when you get nominated, you hope to win. But then you do. I had a statement I was making. I kept making that I'm protecting my heart.
Okay.
So I wasn't about it. But then I was believing God to win. But when it happened that I won, I was like, wow, did I win? So, there was that kind of a mixed feeling. I wanted to win, but because I was protecting my heart, I was like, yeah, I'm open for anything. And then I won. And I'm like, did I really win? And so walking up the stage, I couldn't believe I was the one walking up the stage. But yeah, it happened.
I noticed that the whole of Ghana was rooting for you.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it hasn't happened in a very long time. It's like everybody wants Diana Hamilton to win. Like, it's her year, it's her time.
It's her time.
Just give
that
it
statement,
to her.
it's her time. Like,
yeah. How did you feel? Did you, ever dream of a day like this happening, where you have the masses, full support for Diana Hamilton?
I prayed to God. And then I watched God answer the prayers, and then I was shocked. I prayed to God that, Father, let people acknowledge you. Because if you would say that there's anything fake, if you can call this fake, it's because there's an original before you can call something fake. And so if I'm going to God, and if it's God I'm using, if it's the God of heaven I'm working with, or is working with me, then I needed him to show himself strong and to get the attention of the masses. And so I was like, God, arise like the mighty warrior you are. Arise like the God I know you to be, and let the world see you in me. But then when it happened, I was like, wow, because it wasn't something I did. I didn't pick a phone to say, please do this or please go on social media. But then it just caught up with everyone. And then the statement, it's her time. So what have I done? I don't think there's anything huge I've done. But then it's actually God's time. That's how I took it. It wasn't my time. It was just the timing of God that happened.
I will love us to listen to that particular track in Sentrani Nyankopon, I suppose, is the prayer you pray,
yes.
Which made everything happen. Let's take that one. We'll be back.
Events unfolding, a big casa, a big mimi. In fact, report our proud and so I wrote him sent training this empire. People you true. Ma won't say, Yamia, what's yes? A ratima sent training this empire. People you true. Ma won't say, Yamia. Boy, I draw my own sad, who you know, I said, training this empire. A boy, I draw my own sad, oh, yes,
so, this particular song was released not too long ago. I remember the experience you had at Kumasi.
Yes.
And that particular song came out. You performed it at the Accra, and I know you performed it also on the JoyNews channel.
Yes.
But we didn't pay attention.
I know.
So the Sentrani song came out, and I'm like, oh, so you actually performed this song on stage? It's not like you sat to, record it.
No,
and
I actually sat.
Live.
I actually sat, recorded it,
okay,
and then put it on my album.
Okay.
So it's on the I Believe album.
So this is on the album.
Yes.
It means that we're not paying attention to the album.
My point. So then people who fell in love with it on the album were like, I've always known it all along that it's going to do this. People are going to love it. And that's how come sometimes some songs get missing, some good songs get missing on an album.
Okay.
Because then, if you don't release singles and you just go bang an album, people just pick one song.
Yeah.
But I always knew, let me take you back. A song like Work in Progress. I went through a lot of problems with Work in Progress. But I knew what God was going to do with Work in Progress. Because everybody in my team were like, Auntie, we can't go through the stress. Let's just drop that song. Because Yehovah Beshe was a great song. And they were like, we can go with Yehovah Beshe. But I knew where I was, how, what situation I was in. And I was like, no, this song has to come out. Now, Sentrani Nyankopon was like that for me. For that, it didn't fit. Okay, no. It wasn't opposition from my team. It was problems I had getting even that song out of the studio. So much that I think when we got the song, we had to send the song straight to production, the mass production, because it was either that or we had to take it out. But then it means God was up to something, because I had prayed. I was like, certain things didn't go right. Certain things didn't sit right with me. And so this was me daring God to do something amazing. There was no addition to that song on stage. I had done it all in studio. It was the ministration at the end that God brought to me the morning of the Accra event. That once we prayed towards the event, myself and two sisters, God just said, I need to minister at the end of the song with that. And so I shared with the ladies, and then we took off with that. But if God is up to something, He will be up to something. Because for me, I actually felt Accra and Sentrani went amazing. But then Kumasi Sencheni is the one that took
everybody
off.
by storm.
You know,
That yellow dress.
do we have to talk about the fashion?
It's fine. It's fine. I think I just know too much. But,
Yeah, Becks. We're talking of the Sencheni.
but are you done with the Century Nyankopon? Because I want to move to Monio.
Go ahead.
Okay, so if Monio won you the Gospel Song of the Year, do you think it's deserved? It's deserving, you know.
Listen.
You deserve to win that. I mean, looking at all the people in that category.
I totally deserve to win that. But everyone else in that team have also done a great job, and so they all deserve to win it. At the end of the day, one has to win it. And so I was saying somewhere, I didn't beat them. We all won. I happened to take the trophy home. Is it a trophy or plaque, whatever?
Yeah.
I happened to take it home with me. But it also goes down to the point that the process of that song had to do something. You know, the process that song went through. Before gold can be called gold, it has to go through fire. It has to go through a process. And when that thing has walked the walk, it has to be good. But sometimes, as human as we are, we don't know to what extent. I never, you know, Muniyo actually gave me my first million views in 6 weeks, I think.
You did a lot of promotion for that. See people, you know, on social media.
Yeah, the Muniyo challenge.
You know, I tried that once. Didn't
You
work.
should have. You should have done it.
Didn't work.
But yeah, it was how the song came about.
Would you like to take us through the process?
Okay, so I released Work in Progress, and after Work in Progress, comparatively, it happened to have been the best at that particular time. So then it was, how, you know, God, what next? What's going to happen? What am I going to do again? What do you want me to tell your people? How do I outdo myself on that? And so I'm in the process of battling with God. And then the word gratitude just came to my mind. And so initially, Muniyo was just myself being grateful to God, irrespective of what's happened. And also grateful to God for where He's brought me from. Because, Becky, everyone has a past.
Definitely.
Everyone has a past. And if you're still alive, it means that there's a superpower somewhere that has kept you. And that's my God. And so we have to be appreciative to God for everything He's done. So the initial part of Muniyo was just me being grateful to God for everything He's done. Because now what people are asking is, you don't live in Ghana. Because in the past, the manual of doing well in music was, if you release a song, you need to come and stay in Ghana for 6 weeks. No, 6 months, 3 months, 6 months. Give it promotion. I didn't have that luxury of time to do it. But for God to be able to do what He's done, first album, second album, third album, fourth album, and maybe the maximum I would stay at every point in time, 2 weeks, and I was gone. And for God to have done that, I had to show gratitude. So that was the genesis of the song. But then, as you know, I remember I sang it to my manager. He was like, great song, but you need a second verse. And I didn't have a second verse. And I didn't know where to go. I was stuck. Then I went through problems. I lost a pregnancy, very traumatic. So after that loss, in my sad moments, when I was asking God, why take me through this? If you knew I wasn't going to get it, why let me go through it? And then God said, you're beginning to forget my goodness towards you. You have just written a song. You've done the first part. You're thinking of what next to say. But then you've forgotten, because I had said, I refer when you and so damn and say, but at a particular time, I was forgetting God's goodness. But then God brought me through that. And so then the second verse just came so easily, because then when I run to God, I was like, God, help me. I'm sorry, I almost forgot your goodness, but help me. And it was like night and day, you know, to be sad and the next minute to forget your pain, but then to be appreciative of what God has done. I just knew that it had to be God. And so that's when you held me close. So closer than a brother, so closer than a brother. Truth is, I gave up on myself because my back was against me, because that's how I felt at that particular point in time. But God, took me out of it.
And this particular song won you the gospel
song of the year.
Because it became grateful.
Oh yes, I'm grateful, and that is why I will always say Moniyo to God, because it has to be Him. There are some things you don't take credit for. You cannot take credit for it. Humans cannot do this. For you to write a song and everybody wants to sing it. Everybody wants it played at their wedding. Everybody wants it played at their birthday party. Yeah. Everybody is grateful to God. So, yeah.
God bless you. But you were set to perform on the awards night. We were all expecting your performance. I'm sure the thousands of fans out there were expecting, to listen to you, hear you perform the Monios and then sing Shanina.
I know.
What happened?
I know. So I was all ready. I had picked those 2 awards. I had gone backstage. I had changed, and my mic stand and everything had been adjusted. I was just about to go, and whatever happened, happened.
I didn't know
and
why.
Then there was a sort of misunderstanding. I was backstage, so to be honest,
so
I didn't see
Okay.
whatever happened, but we were asked to leave. And in that process, my band couldn't find me. I couldn't find them. And by the time everything got settled, we couldn't find each other.
Oh, so everybody.
So we lost us.
So how would you rate your experience here, or on the awards night, VGMH 2019, your experience, your general overview of the whole program, apart from you winning the Gospel Song of the Year and the Gospel Artist of the Year? What do you make of the show?
God has a plan. God has a purpose. Maybe I wasn't meant to sing. Maybe that's why it happened. And so nothing happens to a child of God by accident. Everything is within the plan of God. And I believe that this was in the plan of God. I had a time of my life just hearing the support from the crowd, the excitement, the joy, So yeah, I'm glad.
I'm sure a lot of people out there would love to hear from you. Tell us about the people behind all these success, because it's not just about you.
No,
I'm sure a lot of people. You went on stage, you were thanking so many people.
I know.
Yeah, tell me about the people behind, people who made it possible.
So if I begin, definitely, God does this, but He works through humans, and so there are people that God used to make this happen. My team DH. That's what I call it. Team DH. Anybody that went out of their way to write something on social media. That's what happened. That's the kind of family God has given me. Names like Gifty Adoye, names like Efiakoto, names like Atakra, Akoto Atakra Menu in Kumase. Yes, icon predictable. People took it upon themselves. Hannah Dame, I haven't met her, but I just saw these names pop up. Gifty, Ohineyiri Gifty, names, huge names that just decided to just put this out there. It humbles me and it surprises me. And I don't have a huge team. There's always 3 of us in a car, and you know it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's always
Shout
3 of
outs
us.
to you. Shout outs to you.
Shout outs
the manager we never see.
Yes.
Oh God.
And Ojo, who never comes in the camera. So I was telling them, what is this? Because some places my name popped up. Becks, you have no idea, and this has to be God.
Do you feel under pressure with all the love coming through, and with Monio picking up awards?
No.
So do you feel under pressure to do more? To give us more? Maybe next time we're hearing you're releasing an album or 2 songs.
Becky, I've never had a pattern.
Okay.
I've never had a pattern with. I release songs, I release albums as and when I receive them. And so no, I'm not under pressure. We've got materials there already. We had a beautiful worship. We have 2 beautiful worship sessions in Accra. I saw you in it on that day.
Oh, you saw me?
Yeah, you're in that
I
video.
worship.
Yeah, you did.
Praise the Lord. You know,
Becks
a lot
had
of
no
people,
makeup on.
some people, let me just say this, some people, you know, they create the perception, or they have the perception that I don't.
You're not Christian?
Yeah, and I don't.
All right, so,
worship
okay, so
God.
FYI, I'm going to put a video out. You're going to see Becky
You don't have to
in
do
her
that.
elements. No makeup, just t-shirt, experience written at the front, in worship. In worship. Becky, this is my moment on camera. Yeah, Becky, worshiping.
Okay, praise the Lord. I feel the anointing already. But we know that you have family, and a lot of people who don't know that you're a nurse, you work very hard. Are you still in the nursing business?
I
or
am.
You're,
Yes,
you know,
Becky.
moving around the world?
No, I
making
am.
music?
I'm still practicing nursing.
So how do you juggle that with music, with making
Ask again.
music and winning
And so that
awards?
explains why I had to thank Michaela and Michael and thank my husband, who have been very supportive. You know, Michaela stayed up till 12 o'clock in the night just to watch mommy pick an award. And I'm so glad I picked it, because if I didn't...
They have asked you what happens.
I know.
What would be the explanation?
Oh, no, they get it. You know, their dad tells them, win some, lose some. So they have that attitude.
Wow.
You know.
but how has it been like? Has it been challenging? You know, taking care of the kids.
Oh, I will be
with
lying
work
to you.
and
I'll be lying to you if I
music?
say it's not. You know, when you have to leave and you know you missed their birthday, and because of that you have to shift the birthday party to another time, or just say we'll do it next year. You know, those things when they have a play at school and you know you can't go, things like that. And when it can be challenging, but God has given me supportive family, not just the immediate, extended friends, and He always brings me help. Like I'm here and some friends are taking care of them, so it's good.
Some people are of the view that we are professing.
Brofuno.
Is there something like too much English in English language? Like
So those
she's
who
like
know
too
me,
much
those who know
English.
me know say brofuno. They make it cry me.
Sir?
And you know, come oh to come and let me go and kill you. Na me di wachi na me stress. It's so brofa.
It's the public that's, I don't know, but I don't know where it's coming from. Like, we are professing. We are sure. I don't know, but how do you feel? I don't know. No disrespect to other people, but I guess people just think that you're so good.
Is that a compliment?
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you.
supposed to be a compliment.
Thank you very much.
Also,
Thank
that you don't have to say anything. So what is next for Diana Hamilton? Hamilton. Where did you get the? I know Hamilton, but the name is Sweets. Like you live in London and your
I
husband's name.
know. Yeah, God just brought me a husband that was called Hamilton.
So what's the meaning of Hamilton?
I think it's a Scottish name. That's about all I know. He was named after somebody called Hamilton. His surname is actually Okoye.
Okay.
However, something happened, and in his passport, when they were making his passport, they swapped it. And so now Okoye is a middle name for him, and Hamilton is the last name. So I get to have a posh name that some people can pronounce and some others can't.
Yeah, some people say Hamilton.
I hear all
that.
sorts.
How
hear
do
all
you
sorts.
feel when
No,
names are
no.
Hamilton?
Okay, so there's a word like mosquito.
Okay.
Depending on how your teacher taught you, you can say mosquito or mosquito
Or mosquito.
or mosquito.
Okay.
So no hard and fast
So
rule.
Hamilton, Hamilton.
I know it. You just
Okay.
Because when I was boys Siako, the brofos couldn't hear. They couldn't say it. They said bozowoko, besako. So it's where you are, and it's not a Ghanaian name, so I don't blame anybody.
I'm sure your daddy is somewhere smiling.
He will be super
Because
excited.
I know,
Yeah.
well, I've read that he's a very good musician, and
He was a
so
worshipper.
many worship songs.
Yeah,
and
he
all
was a
that.
worshipper, so he'll be excited wherever he is. He'll be very proud. He'll be
Apart
very,
from
very-
your dad, who else have inspired you through this journey?
For me, it's been a whole lot of people that have inspired me, that have impacted my life. Eunice Johnson, Eunice Addison, people in the Church of Pentecost who receive songs, who are lyricists, who give you in-depth, words into songs. And so those people have influenced me. Ghanaian musicians, for instance, growing up, I grew up listening to Mary Ganza, actually watching Mary Ganza perform. And when I say perform, it wasn't her ministering, she had a band. And I was saying somewhere this morning, and she had one particular girl in there that I stood back and watched in awe of that girl. I don't know her name. She was one cute, dark-skinned girl. And girl could command her band. She had vocals, she had presence, she had personality, and you attract what you like. And so I'm just hoping that what I saw her do, God will use me to do that. And so that, then Daughters, then Tego Sisters. I grew up in that era, I beavied for them. And then around that time, foreign-wise, I was listening to Cece Winans as well. And so you can see that I've picked from different places. That's what's happening.
Congratulations once again.
Thank you.
So what next for Diana? What are we? I know that your experience concerts, it's just once a year, right?
Once I've got a lot of requests to come back to Ghana, so we're hoping that February will come back again.
Oh, okay. That'll be next year, February.
Yes.
Okay, so we're done with this year.
Yeah. This year was just in February, isn't it? I think it was 10th and 17th. Yeah. So around the same time next year. Keep an eye on that. Watch out.
And then are we done
and
with
I
the songs?
got AGMA. I got nominated in Africa Gospel Music Awards.
Oh, tell me about
So the whole team that did VGMA. Let's start again.
Okay.
Let's bring it
Can
home.
you tell us about that particular?
So Africa Gospel Music and Media Awards, it's an award scheme. It's organized in the UK.
Okay.
Now, the main reason why they organize that in the UK is just to let people know that whatever we're doing here in our various countries, that the outside world is seeing and hearing it.
Okay.
And so I had 6 nominations in there. Experience was one of them for Event of the Year.
Okay.
Monio got nominated video,
Again,
song.
better win.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah. So and this is just voting. You don't pay for it. So just go online, AfricanGospelMusicAwards.com, and let's bring it home. AfricanGospelMusicAwards.com. And then 6 awards. I know.
You heard it. Just go out there and vote for our sister, our mother, our everything.
Your girl,
Diana
your friend,
Hamilton,
your mom.
who actually mentioned one time that if she wasn't doing music or acting or
If I wasn't doing music and nursing, what was I going to do? What did I say I was going to do?
Presenting.
Oh,
You
yeah.
presented the news somewhere.
Oh, yeah. And I
inside
think I was
Kumasi.
really good at the job.
Okay, I think you are so good, and so we hand over to
Oh, Jesus.
Mrs. Diana Hamilton. She will end with Becks today on the show. Please do your other job.
My other job.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, it has been your girl Diana Hamilton presenting E with Becks. Hope you had a wonderful time. Make a date with us next week. It's a wrap, guys.